Tonight on the North American Friends Movie Club.
A mysterious spaceship.
A government conspiracy.
And a special juice that makes you into an alien.
We watched the 2009 science fiction action film, District 9.
So, crack open a can of room temperature cat food.
And sacrifice your son-in-law to the military-industrial complex.
Because we're the prawns of podcasting.
And this show is our secret weapon.
That was good.
That was good.
That
Yeah.
was good.
You gotta have that little warm up there. You got that little warm up.
Yeah.
That's where the energy builds.
This is what it sounds like when we do a podcast. We're currently doing one. This is the North American Friends Movie Club, and you might notice something about the name of our show. And that's Friends comes before Movie Club. In fact, as time goes on, it becomes worse and worse, and the Friends part gets longer and longer, and the Movie Club part gets shorter and shorter. But
We're not changing the name now. We're not changing the name now.
So I gotta ask my two little prawns, how we doing?
Just scampering around. Just eating the detritus on the bottom of the ocean floor and
What we
Put
do.
your
being
little
delicious.
Antennas floating your little antennas around.
I love
With my
shrimp.
tail in the tub.
I think prawns are almost too big.
You think they're too big?
They're
Too
What's
much
too
of a
big?
good thing.
Yeah.
What's
Prawns
too
are
big?
too big. Prawns.
Oh, okay.
I prefer shrimp. I like shrimpy. Prawns are
I like a
like-
prawn tempura.
Mm.
Certainly, I've eaten a lot of prawn tempuras in my life.
Whoa. What are you talking about here? What's the difference?
Shrimp is shrimpy and prawn is brawny.
That's
Is
what
that
I think.
I
real?
just made that up.
I don't know. Let's ask the webs. What's the difference between a prawn and a shrimp? I thought she was going to talk to us. While often used interchangeably, prawns and shrimp differ biologically in their gill structure, body shape, and claws. Prawns have branching gills, 3 pairs of claws, and a straighter body. Shrimp have plate-like gills, 2 pairs of claws, and a sharply curved abdomen. Prawns are generally larger, typically found in freshwater, and carry eggs differently than saltwater shrimp. So there we have it.
Sounds about right.
I'm a shrimp girl, and I say that because I've gotten food poisoning from prawns before. So
See, I would have thought it was more likely the other way around.
Now I'm trying to think of a rhyme like the diarrhea song to do with prawns.
when
They'll
you're
come.
When you're
ate
eating lots of
many
prawns and you
prawns
feel something go wrong.
That's it.
Okay, cool. All right.
Do you guys want to know what's been happening?
I would love to
I
know what's been
desperately
happening. We need a
wanna know.
birthday recap. We need a whole recap on Kate.
It was great. I had a great birthday weekend. I had a great meal Friday with my family. We went to a fancy Greek restaurant. It was like high-end Greek food. So delicious. Very good.
It was more like geek restaurant when you guys were there.
Opa!
That's right. And then we went to my parents and my sisters and Ted and Nick and I went to a nice bar afterward. And Nick had too much cheer
Yeah.
and he slept upstairs because that's where he found a comfortable spot for himself. And he used
Upstairs where?
Okay, so I have two. My house has a fully furnished upstairs with a full bath, but it's not insulated, so it gets like really cold in the winter and really hot in the summer. But like that's where Nick lives when he's here. Like when it's not clean, like his clothes are all over the place, and that's where he uses the bathroom. Whatever. So I did not know because he's one of those guys where you can't tell that he's had too much cheer. You know what I mean? Like he really like keeps it level. And so I thought he was just like using the bathroom up there. And I was like bebopping around and like picking up and doing stuff. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I like yell up there and I don't hear anything, and I text him and I don't hear anything. And then I walk up there and he's just like sleeping so sweetly. And so I got this blanket a long time ago, and it's probably 20 years old. I got it when I worked at Urban Outfitters, and it's black satin, and it's like an Asian motif, and everybody calls it the geisha blanket. And so I put my little geisha blanket on him, my sweet little boy. He had too much fun on my birthday.
I want to know what Nick's drink of choice is.
So this is the issue. He did dry January as I did. And then this was the first time where I drank, and he drank a couple of beers at the restaurant, but his problem was my dad was buying drinks at the bar, and he had 2 Manhattans, and they were like really, he didn't need the second one. If it wouldn't have been the second one, he would have been fine. But and then he felt fine in the morning. He was like,
hey, lucky guy.
But he was embarrassed, and he doesn't need to be, because he's a sweet little angel baby, and I love him so much.
He's just a sweet little angel wrapped in a geisha blanket.
If I woke up,
no.
If you had woke up like halfway through the night, it's like still like in that period of being drunk and not drunk, and he woke up and he saw the geisha blanket around him, he'd think, "Where did I go to Japan? What happened?" Like,
and I took his shoes off for him. I'm like,
very
like, I must be in Japan.
Comfy.
Yeah.
Had so much fun at the party. I made my Jell-O shots, and it's about 50-50. So like I made 2 different kinds. One kind was spectacular. The other kind was garbage. The kind that worked, the flavors were dark cherry with strawberry vodka. Those were delicious. And the other kind that didn't work was I got blue raspberry Jell-O, and I used wild berry vodka, and those did not work. And I don't know.
Berry. Yeah,
too much
berry reaction.
Yeah, berry reaction.
There was nothing. Those were more vodka-y. I used the same amount of vodka in both, but those had more of an alcohol taste than the dark cherry. So you live, you learn. And I've decided that the second 44 years of my life, I am going to perfect Jell-O shots. Like that's going to be my signature.
Okay. Well, we know not to combine 2 different types of berries.
No berries.
So here's the thing. It was not it didn't say berry in the Jell-O title. And so I didn't actually know what the flavor was going to be. And I think that's my problem.
So how do you know? Okay, let's unpack this. So what was the name of the Jell-O? Don't say blue raz and you didn't know it was berry.
It didn't say blue raz.
Okay.
I can't remember, but it didn't, because I asked a woman, and Jules and I were there looking at all the Jell-O, and I had that one, and I said, "I'm so sorry. What do you think this flavor is?" And she was like, "That's a good question. It doesn't tell you. And sometimes those blue ones can have coconut." And I was like, "That's a good call." I don't know. I talked to a stranger about it.
I don't know how to process this. You're probably the only person in the history of that grocery store that ever asked for advice on Jell-O. Second of all, I need to know, we're going to have to do some investigative journalism. You're going to have to go back to the store sometime and take a picture of the corresponding Jell-O.
Because it wasn't Jell-O branded. It was like the store. It was like Hy-Vee brand, which is our grocery store. It's like Hy-Vee blue Jell-O.
Can I interject for just 1 second? As we're having this Jell-O conversation, Nate's camera has fallen off his computer and he's getting it back.
It's because I'm trying to make it. I was slightly not centered,
now we
and
can
I couldn't
see down
focus.
your pants.
Yeah,
I couldn't focus.
There you go.
No, it's too much.
So let me clarify. You decided for your party that one of your Jell-O flavors is going to be an unknown, non-brand name flavor that you had asked.
That is bold. She grabbed the mystery Jell-O. That's a really good point, Brent.
Not only the mystery Jell-O, the off-market brand mystery Jell-O.
So this is what I'll say. Sometimes when you're a big dog, you make decisions.
Yeah.
And they don't always
Yeah.
pan out. And that's part of being
Yeah.
a big dog is taking responsibility.
Big dog's got a lead. That's the thing.
That's right. Because what if it would have been amazing?
Exactly. Big dog's got a lead.
That would have been a huge big dog move. Taking out the off-brand, no-name high-V Jello. Like, this is what y'all just had. No one had a clue what it would taste like. Big dog knew. But
That's
hey,
right.
you're right. You're right. That's how big dogs do it.
My punch was good. The punch had, I called it, close your ears, Mom. I called it Pink Punch. That's what I named it. And that's what it said on there.
Shit.
And it was like
Triple P?
it was like 2 gallons of kind of like mixed berry pink lemonade, the strawberry vodka, the wild berry vodka, and Fresca. And that was
Yeah,
was
we need
pretty
the
good.
bubbles in there.
Yeah,
We need
it's
the
pretty
bubbles
good.
in there. I like that.
I
I drink that punch.
Yeah, I had a lot left over that I threw out, but that's okay. What are you going to do? Can't keep it around.
Well, you could have froze it.
Oh my God, I didn't even consider that.
That would have been
I
a delicious
personally don't
slush.
think you should have done
It would have
No, I
been
think-
it would have been a delicious slush in the
that. No, I think
summertime.
a punch is
Don't
it's a
listen, Kate.
one-time thing.
Don't listen, Kate. Listen, you should have froze it, and it would have been delicious. Picture Mama on the boat with the pink punch.
Woo!
Ted ripping around the rapids,
So they do
getting that
keep
white
a
wake.
frozen margarita. They do that down at the lake. They have a big, like, huge thing, and you make margaritas and you put them in the freezer, and you just have to scrape it. And then
Yeah.
it, ugh.
That's a Cape Breton staple.
But I do agree with Nate that, like, I think the fizziness, you don't necessarily, I don't know how that would impact
Well,
it.
you know what? You can always buy carbonation. That's a rule. You can always buy carbonation.
It is a rule.
Yeah, you can always buy carbonation. So don't even worry if the fizzy's gone. Just go to the local Hy-Vee, buy an unknown fucked up flavor of fizzy and pour it in.
Thank you.
Hi-Vizzy. That's what you should
This will
call it.
also be in our
Our cookbook.
Yep.
cookbook. Yes, we'll have the beverage section.
Yeah, for sure. What would you put in the beverage section, Brent?
My beverage would be Mio. Different types of Mio.
Different Mio
Yeah.
You can't just
conglomerations.
have one ingredient.
No, you do like a alchemy, Mio alchemy, like 1/2 tincture of Mio lemon.
I made a mandarin or a clementine old fashioned the other day.
Ooh.
That was good. I didn't have any oranges.
2 more things. So the party had 20 people came. Loved it, had so much fun. And they were all from kind of like different friend groups. You know what I mean? That some people had already met. So it was like good vibes. And 2 people from separate areas of my life said, "You have the best friends. Like, everyone here is so cool and easy to talk to." And I was like, yeah. I was like, thank you. That was like such a nice compliment to get. Because
Mhm.
it's
I
not
can't
about
imagine
you.
that you would. Yeah, I can't imagine that you would invite someone with bad vibes.
Thank you. And what I said earlier in the evening, I had said, yeah, I didn't invite anyone I would have to babysit. Like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like if someone's going to be like too anxious and hang on me, like that's not the vibe. Like,
I have a single question. During night 1 or night 2 of birthday celebrations, was Nate or I brought up at all
Excellent question.
or talked about?
yes,
Thank you.
both. I'm
Okay,
sure.
You're positive? Do you have
For
examples?
sure. Yes.
Okay.
Let me think.
Don't play dumb, Jay
No,
Shot.
I tried. I know I talked about you guys, and I feel like I
Oh,
remember.
you talked about us. Oh.
Like,
I like to be brought up organically from the family or the friends.
Okay. So
Okay.
Nick did keep bringing up. He brought it up twice because he was only eating his Jello shots with his tongue and making eye
Mm.
contact with people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and
I
even be
There we
like,
go.
we got to do it like Britt doesn't want us to do.
Yeah. multiple people told me I was wrong, that you have to use the tongue. And I said I backtracked on it, and I said I was wrong, at the time, and I continue to be wrong.
But there's a lot of people that will first use their finger around and then continue to use their tongue. You know,
That seems like the worst of both worlds.
They're the freaks.
You know who's the real
Nobody
freak though?
squoze.
The people that squoze them. That don't. I meant squeeze. People that would like
Nobody
squeak.
squoze.
Like no,
Sure.
I don't have those kinds of friends.
Get a little rocket action into your mouth.
I feel like you're not getting all of the goodness. You're like leaving so much jello if you're squeezing it.
I think I would do it like a seal, where I'd be like,
Oh.
or.
What is it, Nate?
Or.
That was just for us because visually that was a very interesting image.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the last thing, I have terrible news.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
We did not get a single email this week.
Oh, no.
Let me double check.
That's tough. It's a tough look for our audience more
Yeah.
than us, honestly, I think. Is it
That's the way I
actually
was
kind of-
feeling.
Yeah, it actually kind of represents like the culture at the moment where, you know, people don't know how good they have it. They don't know what they got till it's gone.
Yes,
And one of these days someone's gonna tear down paradise and put up a parking lot, and they'll have never got to send their email. So
We were averaging one every 7 days. Literally,
Yeah.
we got
Yeah.
one on January 22nd and then January 31st. Like
Yeah.
and now it's the 10th
we
of
almost
February.
built a segment. Yeah, we almost made a segment. You guys.
email the
Three is a pattern. We were one short of a segment.
It's
So-
classic. Somebody else will do it culture. Like, oh, I could do the
Mhm.
email, but somebody else
Yep.
will do it. No,
Yep.
do it
No,
yourself.
you
Loading,
take responsibility for sending
Yeah.
the email. North American
Mhm.
Friends Movie Club at gmail.com.
We'll shut this whole fucking thing down if we don't get one this week.
That's not true, but we do want to hear from you. If you have any feedback for Jello shots, if you have a recipe idea, something maybe
Mhm.
Nate should think about as a vegetarian wanting to, or
Ooh.
vegan, maybe
Yeah.
something for Brent just to make him happy, like a compliment for Brent, that
I'll
would
take
be
that.
good.
I'll take that.
Yeah, the best thing you could do for Brent is reinforce him on something that both me and Kate tried to shut him down on.
Yeah.
That's like the ultimate thing you could do for Brent is be like, actually, Nate and Kate were wrong and Brent was right about giraffes
Yeah.
being twins.
If you could go back to a claim I made or something I said, and I was poo-pooed by Nate and Kate, then it turned out to be correct. If you could come up with that, that would be the best email you could ever send.
Yeah.
North American Friends Movie Club at Gmail.
Know the?
Know the.
Don't even start with that T.
Is
We're-
that what happened?
That's what happened.
That's what happened.
It's my turn to speak.
Yes.
Let's first of all, I have some flowers to give out to our lovely co-host Nathan. I was informed this weekend at my annual Super Bowl gathering. One friend asked if there's anything that's cut out, and I said there's a lot that's cut out. And like they said, like what, for example? I said, well, we had a conversation about Lisa Rinna, and Nate cut out the whole.
Oh,
Nate,
God.
Nate cut out the whole open up her monkey line that I had. And
Oh.
they said, okay. And then my best friend John said, the reason I like it so much is because it doesn't feel like anything's cut out at all. It's just a conversation between friends for an hour and a half. I said, that's the magic of Nate.
So if you guys think it's bad now, you should hear the unedited.
That was a comment by another friend. Like, well, is there anything that you fight for to have in? I was like, no, not really. I trust Nate. Nate protects me. He knows. So that was the flowers for Nate, and I had to hand it to Nate there. So that, as that said, it was the annual gathering of the friends for Super Bowl, where we get together at noon and drink until midnight and eat until midnight.
Oh my God.
And after 22 years, I've cracked the system. I
right.
didn't wake up through the night with the meat sweats, and I felt fantastic the next day.
Wow.
Wow.
Tell us your secrets.
I don't know what it was. I can't pinpoint it. I ate as much as I usually eat. I think we spaced it out between like a dinner and supper situation. I think that's what it was. Where my other friend, he ate all day continuously, and he was struggling in the third quarter.
Because of what? What struggling how?
There's only so much room a human stomach can house, and he invited everybody that day.
Mm-hmm.
He had multiple McDoubles, multiple wings, hors d'oeuvres, dips. Dips. What was the other thing?
Were you drinking alcohol?
From noon till midnight, yeah. Yeah, it was
Beers.
Just beers with the boys on the big day.
Somebody's going to have a heart attack at some point during this.
Someone already did last week, shoveling the fucking driveway. Brett was telling us.
This is the thing, is we're at the ages now where it's cute 22 years ago, you know, we're in our 2021 doing this. But now it's like, someone's not going to make it home from this. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
Were you at your house?
No, we were at our buddy's house, which is funny because he lives literally less than half a mile to the hospital. So we wouldn't even have to call an ambulance. We would just have to get the carcass outside into a vehicle and transport us there. So it is at that age.
You could use a wheelbarrow if needed.
But it's scary. It's kind of like, I get the thrill of Russian roulette kind of feeling, where it's like five guys sitting around just fucking pushing their bodies to the limits. Not like it exercise or physicality.
Did you take your pants off?
Well, there was a situation. I learned years ago the best strategy is to wear like comfortable pants, like elastic.
You need elastic.
Can't wear jeans.
Elastic band.
Can't wear. I gave up the jeans years ago, and I always wear a sweater with a t-shirt option underneath. So that's how I go, and it works out well for me. Finally, this is the first year someone else decided to go comfortable elasticized pants and a sweater t-shirt option, and he loved it. And the other two guys are in jeans. I'm like, you guys are fucked.
Dying.
So what we do is we take our Xboxes and we take them all to his house. And we're in this room called the Snug, we call it. It's just a little room off the side. It's called the Snug. So we put all 4 Xboxes in there with 4 monitors. And it's a great time. We're gaming, we're drinking, we're eating. Things are, we're saying curse words. Everything's happening. There's a dog that comes in, and he's a big dog, and we pet him. But we forgot that the Xboxes kick off an enormous amount of heat.
Oh, God. I was thinking about
That's
the
a warm
smell.
room.
Oh, no.
That's a warm room.
4 of those kicking off heat. I debated taking pants and shirts off. Like just going under. Like this got hot. It got hot real quick in there. So
steam room.
Yeah. So that's going to contribute to the massive coronary that someone's going to take eventually in there. We treat it like it's like rules don't apply. Like you shouldn't eat 3 McDoubles by 1 p.m.
What's a McDouble?
No.
Is that a sandwich at McDonald's?
A double cheeseburger from McDonald's.
Oh my God.
You shouldn't have 3 of them by 1 p.m.
No.
6 patties by 1 p.m.?
6 patties 1 p.m. and like 4 beer in. 45-year-old men doing that. That's just warming up. That's just getting the fucking putting the chains on the tires and getting ready to go.
You haven't even put a wing on it yet.
Not even a wing.
Dipped a French dip.
Deep fried pepperoni was the other thing that we were having. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh. Anyway, I cracked the system. I woke up yesterday feeling so fucking good. I don't know what it was. I can't figure it out. Maybe next year
It was the warmth of being around your friends. It was the friendship that
it wasn't the friends that were
good.
making things warm. It was the 4 big Xboxes just throwing out.
No. I mean, like that's why you woke up feeling good. It's because you
that
hung out
was
with
the
your buds.
medicinal nature of
Maybe.
the experience.
It's like that was your tea. Did you have any tea? Did you drop any bags?
No, I did eat a banana in the morning. I always eat a banana in the morning.
There you go.
Get the banana base
Potassium.
down. It's gonna suck up a lot of the different ingredients.
That's how I feel. I always drink water and a banana before I go. and then it's just straight until midnight. So no heart attacks this year. 1 year will be a sad episode of the show on the day after Super Bowl when we record, and hopefully it's not me. Hopefully it's one of them.
Yeah, hope it's one of your other friends.
Yeah. I want to give out a shout out to Janice, who's a loyal listener who knows all the inside jokes. And she's good. She knows all about Peking Green.
J-Shot?
J-Shot. That's a good nickname for her. I was calling her, I gave her a nickname, but I forget what it was. I love the Bad Bunny halftime show.
So good.
So good.
His music is so good. You don't need to know what he's saying to know that is good music.
James Brown is the godfather of American soul. I don't know. I can't put 2 sentences of James Brown lyrics together.
Oh, yeah, that's a very good point.
Yeah, so let's not talk about we can't enjoy the music because we don't know what's happening. AC/DC, you can't make those fuckers out.
I think I wanted to talk about this, but I didn't know how to talk about it. But I feel like you two will understand, or at least you'll understand that it makes sense to me. And that is, during the performance, Bad Bunny was giving me a lot of Frankenstein, but in a good way. That's the only way I can describe it.
Jacket.
Yes. Yeah. It was given serious Frankenstein, but I liked it. I was just like, there's something cool about Frankenstein being like sexy Latin with the person with a great voice. I was like, I kind of like this Frankenstein.
I was hoping he wasn't going to change because I enjoyed the big shoulder pads. It gave very 80s vibes. I'm like, this is like watching the guy. Who's the guy? What's that band? David Byrne?
Talking Heads?
Yeah, that big suit that he wears in that video. It was giving me those vibes. I loved it. The fact that it was supposed to be a football, like it was his football uniform, shoulder pads, and
with some chode pants.
Yes,
a little bit of chode pants.
Yeah. I noticed that too. I want to bring that up. They want to bring that up because he's probably taller.
Well, they weren't real chode pants, but they were like they had a flavor
they were on
of
purpose
them.
chode pants. Yeah. We got accidental ones.
Yeah, Bad Bunny doesn't wear chode pants. If he wears chode pants, they're cool as hell pants, and everyone loves them. I love the story of him coming out and going to the taco place and all that. And now apparently that taco place is just lined up down the road with business and customers. I love that. I love the real couple getting married. For real.
Was that a real couple getting real married?
They got legally married.
No way.
I read that they had 15 invitations left over or wedding announcements. And they said, well, let's just send them to different companies and try to get some free shit. And they did. And the last one was like, hey, let's send it to Bad Bunny because they were dancing to Bad Bunny at their wedding as their final song or whatever, or the first song. And he's like, okay. And then they got a Zoom invitation in an email. And they were like, what? And they clicked on it. And then it was Bad Bunny asking, hey, you guys want to get married at the halftime show? That's cool.
Yes.
That's really cool. I didn't know that. I had no idea. I thought that was just for fun.
And then, dancing on the power lines, that was symbolic and very cool. And just to confirm that some people are just stupid and don't get it, and they shouldn't be able to talk about politics or any kind of life matters. I've seen people upset that he had Okesa or whatever on the back of his Frankenstein jacket. And they were saying, oh, that's AOC, that's her last name, which it is, but it's also that's his last name. And he's wearing a football jersey with his name and number on it. You fucking idiots. Do a little bit of background research before you type to millions of people.
Brains are melting, man. Like they're literally melting, dude.
Then one person talked about how, it was stupid that he was dancing under broken power lines. Like when there's a problem in Puerto Rico with their power grid. Yeah, that's the whole fucking point he's doing it. The song is called The Blackout. You fucking idiot. Read something. The reason he's bringing eyes to the situation that the U.S. and Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory, and they don't give a fuck, so they don't care about the power grid. And that was this whole thing. You idiot. And the last thing I wanted to make fun of somebody about was, I forget, but when are we complaining about big butts getting twerked at us. When has this been a thing?
I know people being like mad about that.
Clutching our pearls.
It's so there's nothing more infuriating when someone's trying to ruin the fun for the rest of us.
Oh my God. The dancers were so beautiful. And imagine choosing to watch Kid Rock instead of.
No, I was learning moves. They were doing this like neck thing. I'm like, I'm going to try to like.
And then Ricky Martin has never looked better. He is.
His hair transplant went off without a hitch. That thing is perfect. And that's what.
Then Lady Gaga did that different rendition that's slower. I thought that
her dance was great. She was committed to that dance.
Yep.
Her dress was beautiful. Then we saw, was it Cardi B and Pedro Pascal and there were like Jessica Alba. I don't know. It's like, can we not celebrate what makes America and the Americas? Like that's the thing. Yeah. It's like
just listen to it. It's like
how can you not?
Like for fuck's sakes, just listen to how good it is. Like you don't want to move, you're dead. If you don't want to move, you're fucking dead.
You have.
I hope someone does a mix of the noises you two just made and sets it to Bad Bunny lyrics. That would be my ultimate.
They don't have love in your heart. If you don't like that music, you don't have love in your heart.
You're boring if you don't like it, and not just
boring.
because of the fact that it makes big butts fly at you, which is always great.
It's great.
It's easier to shake your butt to that music than it is.
Small butts fly too.
Hey, small butts fly too.
Any butts. Any butts. There were some small butts.
Yeah.
That were looking great.
I mean, it was so interesting. The butts were so interesting that I didn't even notice Pedro Pascal, Jessica Alba, and Cardi B dancing.
Can you imagine?
Could you imagine?
Can you imagine?
I don't want to go off on a rant, but I did watch.
Actually, I loved the rant.
Okay,
loved
good.
The rant.
Yeah.
I watched that, and I was like,
I did not expect you to be Bad Bunny's strongest soldier, but I loved every second of it.
I respect Bad Bunny more than any artist I've currently, because not only did he go Super Bowl halftime and like just put on this amazing show and entertain me without even speaking my language, that's a testament there. Mm-hmm. He also was in multiple wrestling matches in the last couple of years. Because he's a huge WWE guy.
That's hilarious.
Really?
You could say he was a normal worker. He was a performer. He put on that good of a show as a wrestler. So everything he does is authentic and real, and it's easily identifiable. That's how good he is. I did watch the TP, what's it called? TP USA? Just out of curiosity.
Toilet Paper USA.
Yeah. There was one guy there who had like all denim on with very obviously
the acoustic guitar, and he was like, all I want to do is drink beer and sit on my lawn. It's like, just imagine that's what you're trying to compete. It's like you go to one side, the most beautiful women you've ever seen, the most happiest beat in the world. Everyone is having the time of their lives, and then you switch it over. It's like, I'm so sad about being a man. Like, shut the fuck up.
His first lyric was something like, that's the exact guy, Nate. His first lyric was something about all he wants to do is catch his fish and shoot his gun.
So go. Go.
Shoot my gun that was only ever aimed at deer. I'm like, okay, dude, whatever.
Shut the fuck
up. And then the whole Kid Rock lip syncing thing, that's funny as hell.
Did he lip sync? Which is fine. I'm fine with that.
Or at the least, they were like way out of sync. It was like
the scoop.
A real rinky-dink Mickey Mouse ass operation over at TP USA. I got
the scoop from the horse's mouth himself, Mr. Kid Rock. The performance obviously came out. It looked like it was very obviously lip-synced. He was on a Fox News show last night saying he's going to shut the haters up tomorrow, being today, with the real story. He's going to perform the song with his DJ. His DJ flew down from Detroit. So about 2 hours ago, he released a video explaining what happened. He didn't do the performance of it, but he explained that the song was pre-recorded and taped weeks ago, which reminds me to bring up the Puppy Bowl weeks ago. And he performed it, and he got the rough cut back from TP USA, and he said, "You got to work on that sync issue, guys. You got to fix that up and clean it up." And they couldn't because he was dancing like a rabid monkey, he said, and sometimes his DJ finishes the lyrics for him. and that's why it looks like it was lip syncing.
Great excuse.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, just like poor production. Like, great.
Yeah.
You did
Do you
a
know who
bad job.
didn't lip sync?
Yeah, Bad Bunny.
Who didn't lip sync?
I mean, I'm sure he did a little. He wasn't lip
Oh,
syncing?
No.
He was 100% lip syncing, but he's proved it to
He
the
was
haters
good at
today
it.
that. Oh no, Bad Bunny wasn't lip syncing.
He wasn't?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
okay.
probably
No,
had
no,
some
Backup
support
backing
backing
track.
tracks, you know.
Somebody did a
certain words.
supercut of him just saying the word. How many times he said the word "a," and
Yeah.
they said it to his song. It was like he said "a" like over 17 times, and you could release that song and it would make number one. That says it right there. Sorry, I'm ranting, but Puppy Ball is kind of disgrace. I just found out yesterday they taped the Puppy Ball in October, and they play it. I thought it was live. What are we doing?
You
It's
lost, and you lost so much money on it.
You can't bet on the Puppy Bowl now. People know for months now
Do
what the
people
results
bet
are.
on the Puppy Bowl?
I was just kidding.
We are degenerates. We bet. What was our most degenerate bet? Which celebrity they're going to show first on the Super Bowl thing? That was degenerate bet. Anyway, Puppy Bowl. The Puppy Bowl MVP was a dog, a blue-eyed dog that was in kind of a wheelchair
Racist.
like device. No, it was in a wheelchair device, and he got Puppy Bowl MVP. And then they announced the day after the Puppy Bowl
Performance
yesterday.
performance enhancing wheels.
No, the dog is dead. The dog died before the Puppy Bowl even aired. What are we doing?
No, he didn't. The VIP.
Swear to God.
Dog's dead. MVP
The most
dog's
valuable
dead.
puppy died before the airing of the Puppy Bowl.
More like the MDP, right? Because he's the most dead puppy.
Yes, you can't. It's like
No,
Sam
Nate.
Darnold.
No.
That's like pre-recording the Super Bowl through the week, playing it on Sunday, and then finding out Sam Darnold died before the game was played.
Yeah. It's a sham.
I
Let's
don't
just keep
like
it-
it.
I don't like it either, Kate. And I know you were going to make fun of me when I said, let's bring up the Puppy Bowl, but now you're on my side. I don't like it either. It's fucking farce.
He was on hospice. They took a hospice dog, and as his last dog wish.
Yeah, most dogs choose to see John Cena, but this dog chose to play in the Puppy Bowl.
I'm just saying, we're trying too hard for clicks. Don't put dogs in hospice in the Puppy Bowl. I think we can all agree on that.
I think we can all agree on
Agreed.
that.
That's all the time they gave me for my segment. I'm getting the lights flashing, the music's playing me off. Nate, give us the weekly report.
Weekly report.
Weekly report.
I've had a busy week. Been dancing and I've been doing my drums. Any new dance techniques this week?
You sound exactly what Bad Buddies could say too.
Dancing, playing my drums.
I'm trying to think if I did anything new dancing. Well, I definitely, after I watched Bad Bunny, my dance last night was more Latin inspired.
Mm.
Definitely a lot more hip work.
Mhm.
And I was doing some Lady Gaga hands. She taught me a little bit about some Spanish hands that you could do. Yeah, that's right, Kate. That's good. Ooh, that's good.
And she
The frames the
Yeah.
hips.
And she's been posing like this a lot. Like if you see her on the red carpets.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like she's drawing a bow and shooting it towards
Yeah.
heaven.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Heaven bow. I like it.
Heaven bow. So yeah, that's been good. Drums are the funniest instrument where the way my confidence flies from super high confidence to as low confidence as anyone could possibly have between songs. Like sometimes I'm like, I think I might be awesome at the drums. Like I am here. I am in it. And then I start playing another song and I honestly believe like I might suck at the drums. Like I might be terrible at the drums. And I think it's the only instrument like that because I can hear it with the guitar. You're like, when you did a good guitar, you're like, I'm killing this. And then you try another song and it's like, it's all the same. Sometimes a drum beat, it's like the opposite of what your heart expects. And you just can't find it. And so, as of right now, I have no idea if I am awesome at the drums or if I suck at the drums. And I don't know how to figure out which
You're
one.
like Kate when it comes to making Jello shots. Yeah. You don't know that the heart's saying one thing, but the reactions are saying other.
That's right.
But the reason it was so busy this week is because it was moving week. We spent all week moving the fam into the new house.
Oh,
And so I
wow.
was there.
Wow.
We were doing painting, and we refinished all the cabinets in their house before they moved in.
Oh, wow.
Did the move and then packed them in there. So I was just like basically went to work all day and then left and went and worked over there every night.
You're a good friend.
Yeah, you good little friend, you.
They have lots of good friends. It is a testament to Andy and Bree to how many people were there to help.
That's cool.
I was like, this is actually a really good test of like, someone can have a lot of friends, and if comes time to move, nobody shows up. They had people helping paint. They had people helping move. They had people making lunch. They had people watching the kids. Like the house was full of love and happiness. Their new home is lovely. It's much bigger than our house. And they need it. They have a lot of stuff. They filled a whole moving truck. And I would say there is still 1/4 of a moving truck worth of stuff here.
Wow.
I am deeply impressed with how much objects they managed to bring onto the property.
Did they cull any? Did they donate or throw away anything?
I don't know about donate. I feel like they needed more. Like they had to get extra furniture. They had to get another couch because they have a whole new living room.
Their house is
they
so
have to
big.
fill up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fancy.
But all that working, it's got me really craving the garage. It's been a few months since I could go out and play in the garage, and it's been kind of warm, and I've just been feeling this. Like, I didn't know you could have a craving for a building, but I've been craving the garage real bad. I got a hankering.
What would be the thing? What would be like if you got to choose?
Well, right now, what I really want to do is build a whole custom cabinet shelf thing for my record player and my records to move it downstairs.
That's cool.
So I've been like, I have an idea where we have a projector on the wall, and I'm like, I kind of want to build this thing where it like frames where the projector projects, so it looks like it's like a TV almost, and then build like shelves that go around the side of it and underneath it.
Yeah.
And it's changed my perspective because the minute I started thinking about that and like pricing it out in materials, I'm like, okay, it's going to cost like this to get that and this to get that. And now I've started thinking of everything that I purchase in lumber. I'm like, I was thinking about going to Starbucks to get venti latte and 3 egg and cheese or 3 cheese and egg sandwich. And I was like, that's $12. That's like 10% of my material budget. So if I don't do that 10 times, I can afford the materials. It's like I've started breaking down all products into lumber sections. I'm like, okay, no, can't go. Not until I get my lumber and wood.
That is so freaking mature.
And responsible. Yeah, I'm very
so
impressed.
responsible. If I was your mother, I would be so proud.
You'd be like, I did it.
I taught him.
And then my last note is I was bragging to you guys probably last winter, I think, about how I've logged, something like 2,000 kilometers since I started exercising of walking. And I never slipped once.
Oh.
Walked on some of the iciest sidewalks, some of the iciest roads, roughest conditions. Craziness. Never slipped once. I was walking to the garage yesterday on a day after the snow had melted from the sides onto the path because I'd cleared the path. It melted and refrozen into a very thin layer. And I did take a full horizontal beam, legs in the air, arms in the air, directly to back contact on the cement.
Back on your back.
And it was like, it felt like I had been hit, like I'd been sacked
Yeah.
by a 300-pound defensive lineman. Like it
Knock the wind out of
hit
you?
me in the back, and all of my chest and all of my ribs in front were just like, ugh. And my arm was so sore.
That's such a
And now
sick
I'm-
feeling. It makes you feel like physically ill. Or that's
if you
what
had
how
slippers on, they would have went flying, I bet.
What's that?
If you had slippers on, they would have went flying, I bet.
Gone.
Not so
Yeah,
hard to do
neighbors,
now, is it? Very
Yeah.
easy for that to happen.
Yeah. hmm Well, I do want to add that my jiu-jitsu and MMA training did help me prevent my head from hitting the ground. You know, I
tucked your
I shrimped, I prawned. I prawned on the way down, so there was no head to cement contact. But yeah, that was tough because I had been bragging about it, and I knew the minute I bragged about it that it was only a matter of time before the world got even.
You were humbled.
and the world got even.
You were humbled.
And that's the weekly report.
Well, speaking of prawning and shrimping up when you do fall, that ties into the movie that I picked this week, which is Kate's month. Kate, you tell the people what your topic for the month is.
My topic is distract Kate, take Kate away to entertain her so she forgets about fascist America.
Okay, I fucked up. First, hand up. First one to say. Hand up. First one to say I fucked up. Misread the situation, misread the topic and the timing of the topic. And I picked the movie District 9, presented by Peter Jackson, directed by Neil Blomkamp. Kate, why don't you tell our lovely, lovely, lovely emailing listeners what District 9 is about?
So we're in South Africa and some aliens come down in a spaceship and it's just hovering there. And the South Africans go into the spaceship and they drill it open and there's like these dying aliens. And so they put all the aliens in a camp and people don't like that there's aliens there. And so they want to move the aliens to a different worse camp. And then there's a fella who works for the agency that's going to move the aliens, and he goes around to try to get them to sign these what's he doing? He's evicting them, eviction notices. He comes across the alien, like the leadership of the aliens that have collected enough of the specific fluid so that they can fly back to the ship and maybe save themselves. He gets sprayed with that and is turning into an alien. He is taken by the government and is used for research. He goes to help the alien who helped him and his little son. And then the aliens, those two, the little guy and the dad aliens, go back to the spaceship. And everything and like all of the abuses are discovered, and that's District 9.
Yeah, fucking nailed it.
You did pretty good. To be honest, like, especially right up until the end, you had everything. You had it all.
Yeah, I like the included the fluid. Fluid was very important.
Yeah.
And the only pizzazz I would throw on it was that Wickus, the guy that we talked about with the fluid, he turned full prawn, but he's self-aware enough that he knows he's who he is, and he makes metal roses for his wife and leaves them places she'll find.
Yes, that's true.
So, why don't we, as a podcast and unit and team, talk about our favorite parts from the movie
Let's
District
do
9?
it together.
Do it together. Okay, let's go.
The whole time I was watching this movie, I was just laughing at. It's got to be top 5 worst choices that you could have made for this month out of like maybe there's 4 other movies in the history of the world that would be worse for this month.
I don't even think that.
The only ones I can think of are like Schindler's List.
Yeah. The Pianist, maybe.
Yeah.
Pianist.
Yeah. What's the boy in the striped pajamas? Maybe that
Sure.
one. Yeah. Tough.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it
Hand
made
up.
it funnier for me.
Oh, hand up. I loved every minute of it. I misread the whole situation. And like I said, I admit to it. But you stand by what you pick. What am I not going to pick this movie once I thought of it? What am I going to do? Not pick it?
Absolutely.
Um,
I wouldn't have liked this movie in any scenario.
Yeah.
Like,
are you saying?
I didn't enjoy it. I've seen it before. It was fine. Like, I get it. It's just like, it's gross. Like, it's like, I don't like the aliens. Like, there's nothing like, I thought it was violent. I don't know. I just didn't like. I just was like.
And so you after you watched it, you turned it off.
What do you mean?
Like when you were done, when you're done, you guys just turned it off, did you?
What did you do?
What
Oh,
was I supposed to do?
I'm sorry, but you can't. It mirrors our real life society, and unfortunately, we can't turn that off. We have to live with that every day.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the way I look at it and operate.
Big dog.
The footage of them entering the ship, that's how you know you're in a good movie. Whatever filter that they used for that filming, that was cool as hell.
And this was 2000. What year is this? 2008?
Nine. I think.
Thought the computer generated stuff was really good. I will say that.
Oh, very good graphics.
Yeah.
Especially
I
for
thought,
almost 20 years ago.
Yeah, that was
like
really
very
good.
good graphics.
The aliens looked real. I love this. So that's Kate's side of the spectrum.
I don't know why they were wearing clothes. Why did the aliens have clothes on?
I called the one guy, I call him the thriller alien because he's got a red jacket.
Yeah, that's Christopher.
Christopher Johnson.
Yeah, Christopher Johnson.
And his little son, CJ, who was very cute, I will say.
Littlest guy, he was great.
He whipped that fucking lollipop at Wickus. Hard, hit him hard.
Yeah.
Wickus had every right to be upset. For some reason, I don't know. Okay, maybe you guys can answer this. Did Wickus understand Christopher Johnson because he was turning alien and he could make him out now? Or did he just spend so much time around the prawns that he picked up the language?
I asked this question too. I think he could speak very basic clicking alien. That's
basic
my
chittering. Because before,
like the way that me and you could speak Frenchish, probably. Like we can kind of understand.
I could go kick a French man out of his house, tell him that he's got to be kicked out of his house. Yeah, and we could understand each other enough.
Be like, allons-y.
Yeah. Au revoir, au revoir.
The tone, I also couldn't get a handle. I could not get a handle on the tone because I feel like it wanted to be funny. Like, I feel like you know what I mean? Like the way that guy played his part.
He's almost like an office character from The Office.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I know what you're saying, Kate.
Yeah.
It's a very strange movie. There's like lots of interesting things about it. And I would say I was really interested watching it this time. I watched it when it originally came out and just one time. And some of the things that stood out to me are one, like from a film making perspective, it's really interesting because it flips perspective so much. Sometimes it's like a mockumentary and it's like, or a documentary where they're like following Wickus around from his office and he's being interviewed. But in the same sequence, it will switch to security camera footage, then to like handheld, like Black Hawk Down camera running through the thing, then to like normal Spielberg like shots with really good lighting and tracking. And it's like the way that it's put together is very different than almost anything I've ever seen. And for that, I give it like high marks because it was really interesting.
You were saying, you said Spielberg-like, and I thought a good word to describe it would be Spielbergian.
Spielbergian.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Spielbergian.
I got to say, probably top 3, definitely top 5 favorite movie for me.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Really?
Really. It's
What do you like about it?
Oh, what's not to like about it? That's the easier question. I could probably answer that easier than what I like about it. Here's what I like about it. Here's what I like about it. The way that Nate described the way it was shot, you could get me watch a paint drawing on a wall. If you shoot a paint drawing on a wall for 2 hours, that way, I'm in. I'm all about it. The mystery of the aliens, of why they're there, the alien technology.
Which they never answer.
What? Why they're there?
Why they're here?
The ship broke down. Over.
That's interesting to you?
Who hasn't been in a car that hasn't broke down?
I would rather watch Bean again than talk about this movie.
All of our audience knows that's not true.
He had a turkey on his head.
I'd rather be angry about Bean's terrible design.
Yeah, talk about an unwanted immigrant, right, guys?
Exactly.
What did we?
That's a good one.
Even though I messed up and screwed the pooch on it, we still have to give this movie its fair due. The North American Friends Movie Club way. We don't turn down. Bring us another immigration thing. Bring us your wounded and sick and fucked up when we have to take them. Right?
Sure.
Okay. Interspecies prostitution. How do we feel about that?
Bad.
I don't understand.
Really
they
bad.
don't explain anything. We don't know how.
What do you want them to do?
We don't know how they procreate.
Show a scene?
We don't know how they procreate. We don't know if they have different genders. We don't know how the babies are actually born. Also, what were the things that were fighting that were not from Earth?
Very good question. I had that same question myself because they're not
dogs.
prawns.
They were dogs.
They're like the prawn dogs. Prawn dogs.
They don't
dogs.
explain that.
Prawn dogs feels right to
you
me.
just because the intelligent consumer sees that on the screen and goes, "That's a prawn dog."
You don't need to insult me.
I was very smart, and I didn't think it was a prawn dog. I was like,
It's
what's
a
that?
prawn dog. It's
I
obviously
thought
been
it
a prawn
was
chicken.
babies. I
Could have
thought
been
they
a
were
prawn
letting their
rooster.
babies fight.
It's like their version of a wolf. It's a prawn wolf. It's a predator. It's an apex
You're just
predator.
making this up. You have no idea.
And
You
isn't
just-
that the beauty of cinema? You just make up your own life as you go along through it. I just learned today that the inspiration for the Emerald City in Wizards of Oz comes from Prague, the land of 100 spires. They all light up green, and that's where that. So the world is just out there to be discovered and researched and learned. And this is another chapter in its great history
Of cinema.
of cinema.
Of film cinema in the movies.
This was not real, Brent.
No, but it could be.
This didn't actually happen.
When the black gooey spray hits you in the face in the alien slum, that's you got to start taking stock of what you're gonna do. I freak out.
I love how deeply horrible and stupid Wickus is.
Yeah.
I think that's like a great choice of this movie to make him unredeemable. Like, because he even gets all these chances to be redeemable and makes the worst, most selfish, terrible decision at every point. And him getting sprayed by the goo and then being like to the camera guy, like, you got to cut that, right? And like wiping it off and trying to pretend like nothing happened is the most like guy who got bit by a zombie and is like, it's fine.
Exactly.
It's going to be fine.
Before we make any more insults toward Vicus, I want to say my next note is I see a lot of myself in Vicus and how I would handle things. So let's keep that on the back burner before we make any more.
You're better than Wickus.
And then you kind
I'll
of get
say
what
it.
you deserve. If you
100%.
you get what you deserve.
Yeah. I would like to point out in the part of the movie where I would kill myself in the field is when my teeth came out. When my teeth came out like that. It's bad enough my fingernails fell off.
The fingernails falling off is very visceral.
I skipped 30 seconds ahead once the fingernails started coming off. I was like, I ain't doing that. I don't do that tonight.
When the teeth came out, I was like, okay, this is where I kill myself. I end it. And they find half Brent, half prawn in the field. The wife, through sickness and health, that's the vows in marriage. Does she have to stick with them?
Well, nobody takes their wedding vows seriously. Let's just get that on the record. It's not like a spell.
Okay.
It's not
Exactly.
like a magic spell where you guys
Exactly.
enter into like some sort of thing. It's actually just two people being like,
I promise. It's a promise.
Yeah.
Good, hell of a good point. And this is what I
Also,
like.
I thought she was very one-dimensional. I just thought
Mhm.
like a lot of the characters were one-dimensional. I didn't
They were-
like the writing.
You got to feel bad for the person who bought the cake at his party.
Oh my god!
Congratulations, Kay. You got to feel bad for that person when he throws up on it and it's black. like you throw up on the table by the cake. Maybe you have a slice from the back of the cake. But
Even
when
that is
yeah, that's fucked up.
No,
But
you're not
black-
having a slice from the back.
maybe you do if it's a good cake. But if the throw up is black and thin like that, you got to throw the whole cake away.
yeah. Because there's going to be even one speck of splash. That's
I
a
think you
that's
have-
a written off cake.
Is literally like, if we're going to compare this to current American political strife, he's Greg Bonneville, the guy that is the head
Greg
of
Bovino.
who
Mhm.
wears the terrible coat and it got fired. Like, that's who Wickus is.
I loved how he kept saying to the film crew, "See, this is what I told you about." He has his like on-camera persona where he's trying to be like politically correct, even though he's so horrible, even when he's doing that. But it also shows that like behind the scenes, he's like, "These filthy fucking prawns."
Mm-hmm.
Is prawns a slur? Obviously, I think, right?
That's
should
the way
we be
they
saying
explained
I
it.
mean, it's meant as one. I would say
Should
it's
we
meant
be
as
saying
one.
prawns?
Well, they
We
called
can,
them that
yeah,
throughout the movie.
and they don't exist, so it's okay.
Okay. Next point that I want to make, great goo work in the ship when he's flying the ship. You put your hands into 2 buckets of goo to fly the ship.
Mm-hmm.
I was probably
That's
playing
great.
my game during that point.
Well, this is why I'm carrying this part of the segment.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
can
you're District 9's strongest soldier. I've never met.
This is like
Yeah.
me
One could argue
defending
too
the village.
strong.
This is like me defending the village.
I
This
love
is
the
black.
village. I'll defend the village.
Was that the movie
Would
I was
watch
defending?
The Village 20 times. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, he's got great goo work flying the ship, even in the situation where he's turning into an alien. He's got prawn hands. There's sunken buckets of goo. He's flying a ship he doesn't know how to fly. And even when the little CJ guy is picking at him, he doesn't get mad. What does he say? Uncle Vickus is flying. That's a good quality, right?
You know what?
Patience.
I would say he has like one redeeming quality for every 1,000
Okay.
irredeemable qualities.
A
something
broken
like that.
clock
Yeah.
is right twice a day.
What's the time?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And my last note is the bullet ball. That was good.
Two really cool
When they
gun
stopped him.
graphics.
Yeah,
two
that
good gun
was cool.
graphics was the bullet magnet and then catching the RPG. That was good graphics too.
And the leader of the slum, didn't like that guy. He just wanted to eat the prawns.
Well, and like after the first time you eat the prawn and you don't get the powers, like
Exactly.
how many more times
Yeah.
do you need to keep trying to eat
I
them?
just think he wanted to eat them. I think this was his slow transition of like, this is how this is going to become normal. We're going to start eating them.
he should try putting their blood in his eyes. That's
Maybe.
It's also hard to understand, like, what does that guy want? Like, do you want to be a prawn just so you can shoot the prawn guns? Like, you're already a very powerful human.
right.
You're already like the king of the slum. What do you need? What
Because
are
he
you going
wanted
to
to
be
be
double
king of the world. If he had access to
thought he was
the
gonna be
prawn
prawn king.
guns, he could overtake
Okay.
the MNU.
I would have liked to hear him say that, to be like, I'm not just eating prawns. I want to be the king of the world, and be like, okay, that's dumb, but I understand. And from what I read a bunch about this movie because I had the feeling, I was like, I feel like this is offensive in ways that I'm not realizing. So I went looking for that. And that's probably the biggest criticism of this movie is the portrayal of the Nigerians in the slums. They're cannibals, I guess, like witch doctor cannibal people. Like
Moody.
It's a little
The correct term for black magic in the slum was moody.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for clarifying that.
No
I do
problem.
appreciate that.
No problem.
But that's definitely a choice. That's a choice that this movie made.
The only thing I didn't like about that, well, one of the things I didn't like about that guy is, one, he looked like the cover of the next Far Cry video game, and two, if you are the leader of a gang inside an alien slum and the aliens don't fuck with you, you don't have to wear the snake around your neck to come off as like a badass. We already know you're a badass.
Scary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it.
Well, that's for the humans. I thought that's for the humans. and
No.
For this,
No.
I'm with Kate actually. Kate convinced me because he's got to keep those other guys in line. There's always another dog trying to
There's always
bark
another
up
big-
the
there's-
big dog's house.
There's always another big dog.
There was multiple characters with snakes on their necks. And listen, we don't need the snakes. We already got the aliens. We don't need the snakes.
Do you have a quiz for us?
I was just going to ask you guys if you want to do the District 6.
It's districts. It's district 6. Districts. I had it before. Put district and six.
Districts 9.
That's
What
it.
is going on right now? I thought
No,
it was
we're
a clever
making the
little-
quiz
nine.
name. The quiz name is
Yeah.
districts with 6.
Districts.
Districts.
That just
Districts.
sounds like we have a lot of spit in our mouth. No, it's the District 6. We're sticking with the District 6. It was a clever play by me. It's good. People will get it. The District 6. Question 1.
We got him mad.
We're starting off with Nate.
Got him worked out.
That's what got me. That's what got me. Now this question looks stupid compared now because I'm mad. How many degrees outside was it when the operation of kicking them out began? It was 8 o'clock in the morning. What was in Celsius closest to Nate?
South Africa, Johannesburg, famously hot. Africa, famously warm place. 8 a.m., not the warmest time of the day. I'm going to say it was 19 degrees Celsius in Johannesburg.
Okay.
21 degrees Celsius.
You guys are fuckers. You know that? This seems like it's set up somehow, and I don't know how you guys got access to it. But the answer is 20, which means you're both one off.
So
Wow.
we
Both
both get a point.
Wow.
Just putting it out there now, I'm keeping my foot on this and my eye on this.
What about your hand?
No, the hand's holding my phone, which contains the quiz. But very easily, one of you guys could have messaged Melissa and said, hey, go to his notes app,
Get in there.
send the quiz.
Then we messaged each other and said, okay,
Right. We're colluding.
Oh,
you do 20, I'll do 18.
I'm after Vicus gets shot with the black goo, he gets sick. And his thing is he's probably just hungry and he wants to go get something to eat. What is the name of the restaurant they go to get lunch? Okay.
Okay.
Bobatai, Gunther's, Caribou, or Mama Africa?
Caribou.
Gunther's.
Correct answer is Gunther's.
I knew that. I knew that.
2 points for Nate, 1 for Kate. We move on to question number 3 of the District 6. His fingernails came off. We discussed this. 2 came off. What fingers did the nails come off of? The thumb and the index, the thumb and the middle, the thumb and the ring, or the thumb and the pinky?
As I said, the minute this scene began, I remembered it from 20 years previous and decided I didn't want to experience it.
Mhm.
So this one, I'm going in blind. This is just using like my senses as an empath. So I'm going to say thumb and middle.
I feel like I remember seeing his index finger wrapped up, but I remember thinking it was the ring finger. I'm gonna say ring finger.
Okay, I have a situation here with this. And because I thought I had the right answer written down, but I may have gotten the wrong. I may have written the wrong one. I'm giving it to Kate. It's the index, or it's the thumb and ring finger. I have thumb and index, but I know that's wrong because it wasn't right by each other. It was ring and thumb. So it's 2-2. I'm sorry, Nate. I know that's controversial. I will fact check. I will confirm. And next week's episode may be
Hey,
change.
content next week either way.
Yeah. Question. Get your funny up, buddy. Or if you get them all right, you don't have to worry about it.
Exactly.
All right. Question number 4. At the very end of the movie, it shows Vicus as an alien. And we talked about the different colors the aliens would wear their jackets. What color was Vicus's jacket? What was he rocking? Was it brown, white, black, or green?
Well, I thought it was yellow, so I'm going to go with brown.
I'm going to go with green.
Mr. Wickus, if you remember, he needed clothes when he got into the hospital. And he stole some off the clothesline. It was a brown jacket.
Yes.
And when he transferred him to his final form, he had a little brown on his sleeve. We talked about his little nice cake, his promotion at the MNU. He had some nice decorative a lei on. What color was his lei? Was it white, blue, red, or yellow?
I'm going to guess yellow.
I'm also going to guess yellow.
Mr. Vandermeer was wearing a blue lei.
Gone forever.
Close.
On the board.
I'm on the board. Question number 6. Closest to. After Vicus turns into an alien, they talked about how the failed deportation worked, and then they have a District 10. How many prawns are estimated to live in District 10?
Am I first?
Uh-huh.
3.5 million.
2.5 million.
Fuck.
The correct answer is 1.8 million, going to Nate.
I don't think that's correct. I don't think
100% is correct. It was 1.2 at the start of the movie, 1.8 at the end of the movie. I think people should be a little more grateful that I gave them a fingernail question right when there was controversy. And just let's remember. Let's just remember.
Did
what
I win?
happened. No.
No, we're tied.
Oh.
So it's a tiebreaker. Okay. Let's just do the old closest to. The start of the movie, they were talking about when the aliens arrived. How many years were the aliens there before when the movie took place? Closest to. Starting with Kate.
20.
Nate.
Kate's correct. It's 20 years.
I don't know what to do with that. Okay. You're both wrong, so try again.
21.
Okay, Nate.
19?
The winner is Kate. It was 30 years the aliens were hanging out there. She's
It was 30 years?
30 years ago.
Oh, no.
It's not
I
to
feel like
conquer
this-
give
That's the
aid.
end.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the most controversial quiz we've ever had. Easily. It's tough. But there is a winner. A winner has been
Brent.
declared, and she deserves to have her name spoken into the history of the world. And
I have
that's
no
Kate.
problem giving K A T E exclamation point. Exclamation point. Underline.
Woo!
Thank you. Thank you for this one. I'm going to dedicate this one to Chica la Migra. Fuck ice.
Okay, yeah, fuck ice.
Chica la Migra.
Let's do some ratings. No, let's give it some medals.
Let's hand out some medals.
All right.
My bronze medal goes to baby. My bronze medal goes to baby prawn. Little
Mine
baby prawn
too.
with he was good at science. He was cute and brave. And I liked his
CJ.
little outfit, his little ripped pajama pants. Yeah. Little baby prawn gets my bronze medal.
Mine too.
My bronze goes to Eugene Kumbayanawa, who played Obisandro, who was the leader of the slum. I like the way he said, "How did you get that arm?" And it's all he wanted was to eat the arm. And you know what? He was determined. I like that.
He did have a good performance.
He did. And if you can lead that slum from a wheelchair, it's inspiring.
Big dog energy.
Yeah.
My silver is going to go to Thriller Prawn. Christopher Johnson. Loved his little red jacket. He looked really sad when his friend got murdered. And then he's like, oh, damn, I got to go save my son. And then he looked really sad when he found out the aliens were getting tortured. And he was like frozen. And then he was like, Vickers was like, think about your son. And then he woke up. That's good. Yeah.
I agree.
Thriller Prawn.
I also give mine to Thriller Prawn, who's played by Jason Cope.
How do you play? Someone played him? It just feels like you could just get a guy that's happened to be in the office that day. It's like, hey, man, click into this mic for a little bit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's getting my silver medal. CJ rocked the jacket. Turkey prawn. He gave, and picture how frustrated he was. He gave one job to the yellow jacket prawn: make sure they don't find this and be polite.
That guy put it in he put it in like a cardboard box.
Yeah, behind a picture frame.
Hide it.
And he wasn't polite at all. He was cursing at them. He's the reason that the whole situation folded. So Christopher Johnson, silver medal.
Yep. And then I think probably all the same. I think Wickus, the guy who plays Wickus, I should probably find his name. I don't know.
Charlton Copley?
Let's see.
That's it.
Yeah, Charlton Copley. Totally normal name for a totally normal guy. He has a very good performance, especially the difference between like the Office version of him that we were talking about at the beginning of the movie, where he's kind of like cloddish, kind of like stupid and flat. And then like the scene when they're making him shoot all the guns, they like have him in the science place strapped to that thing, and they keep shocking him, and he's like just pouring with sweat and his eyes are all sunken. And it was pretty intense acting at that point. I was like, I believed that he was in genuine distress. So he's going to get my gold.
My gold is going, I don't want to give it to him because I just didn't like him, but I did like his trainee, his assistant that followed him around. I thought he was kind of funny. Yeah. Was it Thomas?
Thomas went to jail for him.
No, Kenneth Nkosi as Thomas, anyway.
Oh, yeah. We know the guy you're talking about.
Anyway, okay. He gets my gold because I liked him. He was
good.
Nice.
Little housekeeping before we give him out the gold medal. I was wrong. It was the index finger and thumb. Nate was right, but unfortunately, we set off a chain of events that could have influenced other decisions being made. It's I fall on the sword for it. Kate is our right for winner because Nate could have been influenced any other way. My bad. I take full responsibility for it. I messed
You're
up.
a man of integrity, Brent. You're a man of integrity.
100%. Speaking of man of integrity, my gold medal goes to Charlton Copley, who plays Vickers Vandermeer in this movie. 3 favorite lines from Vickers are when the alien smacks the clipboard out of his hands. He's like, well, I got your scrawl. That's funny. Second is, here, sweetie. Come see Uncle Vickers, sweetie. And he gets hit in the head with a lollipop. And the last one is when they bring out the prawn with the X on his back during the weapon testing. And he's like, sir, I'll shoot the pig. Sir, let me shoot the pig. That's classic. Classic Vickers. Gold medal.
Well, I give us a gold medal for friendship. It's 100%. A shared gold medal, and we're all standing on the same part of the podium together. And I'm in the middle, and I'm holding on one arm onto each of you to keep you on the podium with me.
Brent and I only have room for one of our feet on each side.
Yeah, that's right.
And I gotta hover my bad foot off the platform.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You just grip onto me. I got us. I'll carry us.
Yep. Brothers don't weigh anything.
Brothers don't weigh anything.
Yep.
That should be the T-shirt. It should be 3 people on
one
top,
podium.
On the top podium.
It says brothers don't weigh anything.
That's right.
It's a good shirt.
That's a cute idea. And one of the brothers says boobs.
Okay.
Actually, all 3 of them do. They're just in different states.
That's true. Different sizes.
Do you guys want to give this movie a rating?
100%.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
this will be funny.
This will be funny.
Let's be respectful of the South African people.
Well, it's just funny because there's parts of this that I will rate very highly and parts of this I will rate very low. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. The script, this will be an interesting one. The script for this movie, it's original. It was based on a short film that Neil Blumenkamp made, I believe. What did you guys think about the script for this movie?
I didn't like this movie, and I didn't like the script, and I thought it could have. This isn't in my jam. I'm gonna give it a 6.
I'm gonna give it a 10. Great story. It's like holding up a mirror to society, using aliens as the subject matter. It's like watching CNN, but played out. 10.
I'm going to split the difference between the two of you. I didn't hate it and I didn't love it. It's like an 8 in that it is definitely original. It's a little ham-fisted, as Brett might say.
Heavy-handed as well.
Heavy-handed. That's what Brett says. Yeah, it's a little heavy-handed and potentially a little racist. I felt weird after. I was like, there's something going on here I need to investigate.
Everything can't
The good guy was white and the bad guy was black.
For 20 years ago, not bad. Like, if they put this out today, it would get shredded. Like, there'd be so many YouTube hour-and-a-half video essays about why this is indicative of everything that's wrong with us. Yeah, but it's fine. It's cool. The art direction for this movie, this is where I'm going to give a high score. Because I thought, as far as sets and props and costumes and good graphics, this is a 10. I got to hand it to these guys. They filmed this in such an interesting way. And I think you could watch this movie just from that lens, even if the story doesn't cook for you. If you're just interested in film, it's just watch how many different styles of video they use. It was really cool. It was really cool. So I give it a 10.
I can't give it a 10 because I didn't know anything about the aliens' genitals. So I'll give it a 9.
Excellent.
That is a good point. They could have easily showed some alien dick.
Or just explained it.
Or blur and be like, that's where the dick is.
Pixelated the genitalia. Other than that, I still have to give it a 10 because they put little outfits on. One guy had a reflective vest on. He was my favorite alien. And I truly believe that's what aliens look like. They probably do look exactly like this. I like the fact that there's goo that they put their hands in, and I like the black liquid. It looked great. And
at one point he gets into a robot suit and starts
I never even talked about that.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking cool.
But now I'm going to give it a low score because this is music. And I thought about this after the movie. I did not notice one single note of music in the entire movie. I could not a sad note, not a scary note, not literally it had zero imprint on my mind. And so I'm going to give it 6.5. It's cool sound design, good lasers, good laser noises, and good ship starting up noises, and nothing.
I noticed the sound, and it was very tones and some very soft. It wasn't obtrusive. I'm going to give it a 7.
It's a big whiff for me. I'm gonna set the tone and set the environment, set the mood for you guys. Picture before we got to see District 9, and they were talking about it, and then all of a sudden we're getting ready to go to District 9 to evict the aliens, and then that iconic intro of Welcome to the Jungle starts. That starts playing when they start flying the helicopter over District 9, and Welcome to the Jungle is playing. And then at the end, where the fight scene is happening where Vickus is trying to free Christopher Johnson and his son so they get away, Led Zeppelin, the Immigrant Song, starts playing. Oh, and then he's in the mech suit. He's fucking fighting the fucking Rubus guy, and he got the bullet ball. Big
Hell
whiff.
yeah.
Could have been a 10. They missed out. 7. See? I got the whole theater fucking going crazy.
Yeah, you might have saved the whole movie for Kate, honestly.
Yeah. 7.
No, no,
7.
no.
I'm like, Welcome to the Jungle was pretty good.
I think you could put the Immigrant Song in any movie, and that's gonna.
Yeah, it's true. That's a good point. Pretty Woman.
It's just a good, it's good. It's a good song. This is a science fiction action film. It's got to have science fiction and it's got to have some action. It does have both. As a science fiction film, it is decent. It's like the aliens are cool. Their ship is really cool. Their weapons are really cool. They're very different than us, but also like sort of like us. And science fiction is famous for doing heavy-handed allegories, so that's not out of place in the genre. I will give this a solid 8.5.
I really didn't like it, and there are science fiction films I really do like. Action films are sometimes hard for me, but I like action films when I feel some kind of emotional connection. I didn't feel any emotional connection. I'm giving it a 6. Actually, I'm gonna give it a 5. I'm gonna give it a 5.
Interesting. Okay. I want to give it a 10. I can't because I feel like it cuts itself short. It should be a science fiction action movie that holds a mirror up to present day society. That would have got a 10.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it didn't. It omitted that part. 9 for Brent.
Okay, Kate, what did you rate this movie as far as taking you out of the current day situation?
If I could give it a 0, I would. I'm giving it a 1.
I'm giving it a 1.
You're giving it a 1 too?
It's Kate's month. I follow Kate's the boss. I can't tell Kate how to feel.
Like I said, I take responsibility. You guys are right. I fucked up. It's top 5, one of the worst movies you could pick. It's probably my biggest mistake since being off by a billion.
Life.
In being off by a billion during the quiz. But like I said, great goo work with the ship. So 2.
2.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
The goo gets 2.
This movie gets a 33.3. It maybe is our lowest ever.
No, Bean got a 29. So I feel
Bean.
God, boy, Bean. I'd rather watch Bean. No, Bean got a 28.2.
it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough when we're throwing 1s and 2s out, and we're still not. Fucking...
Still not getting
We
there.
really
Still not
didn't
getting
like the Bean's design, the production design.
Everything
There
was
were-
like
it
the
was-
Max from
everyone looked like
Saved
shit.
by the Bell. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
Wow.
wait to hear what we're gonna watch next because
I'm just, you know what? I'm playing it so safe that there's just
I
no
love
way that I'm wrong. It's time for me to pick my movie. And I'm going to choose a movie that I've never seen, but I am positive that Kate will enjoy and therefore I will enjoy. It is a 2022 comedy/musical. Now hear me out, Kate.
Yeah.
It stars Dan Mintz, Kristen Schaal, Sam Cedar, Kevin Kline, H. John Benjamin. We're going to watch 2022's Bob's Burgers movie. The Bob's Burgers movie.
Oh, yay! Yay!
I'm sure Kate has already seen it, probably more than once.
I have.
But it's going to be
Yay!
easy, breezy, beautiful.
That's right.
She's
Cover
going to
girl.
simmer in the joy of being understood. And it's going to do better than 33.3 no matter what Brent does.
It's not a dive into modern capitalistic society, but
Nope.
I'm sure it's gonna be good.
So I can't
Yay.
wait. And I've never seen it, so it's fun. I'm excited to watch a movie that I have never watched before.
I will say that I have to know the show to understand the movie because I've never seen the show.
I doubt it. It's It's
like
I think you could watch the Simpsons movie without watching the Simpsons.
Okay, it's about a water main breaks. Okay, that's fine.
So that's what we're going to do next week. And that means all that's left to do is say goodnight, Kate.
Good night, Kate.
Good night, Kate. I was trying to do the alien voice, but I can't.
We're moving locations, people.
Experience the Belchers.
Oh, God.
In all their glory. On the big screen. The Bob's Burgers movie. Rated PG-13. Now playing only in theaters. Get tickets now.
This is the exact opposite of where I want to be in
I know.
my body.
I know.
And in my space.
I know. Hand up. Hand up. This is all on me.